phenomenal job in bringing the younger generation to tasting coffee. Tea is and coffee earlier had this thing of being what my father or my grandfather drank. Whereas now you find that because of these coffee chains, the very young people, people in their 20s, early 20s, have started visiting. We go to most of these coffee, I feel out of place because most of them look like my kids. So but that's what we want. So now we're getting a lot of people in their early 20s coming to these coffee chains. If you go around Connaught Place, I think there are 16 coffee shops just around, and all of them are full. That has led to increased consumption in northern India, where people, because they don't know how to make coffee. There's a problem which has always been there. Coffee board has been facing this problem for many years. How to teach people to make coffee in North India. So this is a place where people can go and get the coffee made. So we want to take it to the next. So the chains have played a phenomenal role in drawing the crowd, making coffee what do you call it, a hemp drink, to use the terminology of the young. It's become an in thing to drink coffee. So now we have to translate that into them also consuming coffee at home.
Which is the largest state producing and consuming?
The largest coffee producing state is Karnataka, which produces 70% of India's coffee. The largest consuming state is Tamil Nadu, by far. Both the production and consumption figures are very lopsided. Tamil Nadu consumes more than 40% of India's coffee.
And which is the nearest competitor to India for coffee production?
Production-wise, we are number 8 or 9. We fluctuate between 8 and 9. The big three are Brazil, Vietnam, and Colombia.
And what's the total acreage of coffee cultivation?
Those figures are actually on the web. I thought it was being bought. I don't know if it is.
What percentage is mechanized? Just a lot of mechanization.
In Brazil, 70% of the production.
In
India, mechanization is yet to take over. There are big trials being conducted by some of the larger companies are trying to mechanize. But so far, we have not had much progress. So what has happened in India in the past is we have been continuously trying to develop our own technology. But it's like trying to reinvent the wheel. So we feel that, developing our own technology is not going to work. So what we are doing now is try to bring technology, one from other countries, or two from other crops. So for example, an olive plucking machine in Italy is being tried as for coffee in India. Of course, it cannot be put direct. You don't just bring that machine, and so they have to localize it to suit Indian conditions. So we feel that, like we did in cell phones, let us not try to develop our own technology. Let us adapt technology which is available freely, which is what we are trying to showcase at these festivals. Technology available in Brazil, or for example, now another issue is water. Always a shortage of water. Coffee cultivation, like all agriculture, needs water. So now we are trying to see how can we minimize the use of water. So we're going to bring in a specialist from from Israel. Because Israel is very well known for conserving water. So we're going to bring somebody from Israel to tell us how to conserve water. For farm mechanization, we are bringing in somebody from Japan, Dr. Ota from Japan, who will be talking to us about farm mechanization, because they have been carrying out farm mechanization. Some of the equipment is being used. Some of the tractors now, that is, for your normal idea of a tractor, this big machine which we see in the paddy fields. See, now they're introducing smaller tractors, which the Italians and the Japanese, which could be probably used on the farm. But we are still at very advanced, at premature talk. So Coffee Board has introduced schemes where we are trying to subsidize farmers to use mechanization. The extent of support depends on how small or how big the farmer is. But we are trying to bring in foreign technology so that, and also they realize the potential here. they would then start either manufacturing it locally or adapting it to our conditions.